How's it going, brother?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
My man, Shaun Alexander, legend. Have you been making the rounds?
Yeah. It's been pretty cool. I'm seeing the young guys, with excitement in their eyes, and they're seeing each other, and it's been really cool.
Do you like this kind of thing? Because I know you've done it before, and you've seen it through the years get bigger and bigger and crazier, right? There's now tons of everybody's doing TV, everyone's streaming, everyone's doing podcasts. Then there's radio. It's just out of control. This place on Monday was empty, and by Wednesday it looks like an airport.
Yeah, it's kind of wild because the radio guys are now starting in video, and I'm like,
they're all on TV now.
I'm like, oh, so I got to take credentials off. I got to get my hair pretty. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here?
They make you take off the creds.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it used to be radio tables and maybe one or two TV networks. Now every TV network is here. Every radio station in the country is doing video with their radio shows,
right.
So that you've hit a new low when you see like radio dudes, fat ugly radio dudes putting makeup on.
Right.
Like I don't do makeup. I'm on TV right now. We're on TV.
Yep.
I don't do makeup. I feel like I'm in like, remember E.T.?
Yep.
You see these bright lights?
Lights everywhere.
But
yep.
I'm as pretty as a girl. I don't need makeup. Makeup seeps into your skin. Have you ever seen chicks take makeup off? It takes an hour.
Who are you?
And who are you? But it takes hours to get it off your face, right? Like, so I did it for I think the first year I did it, and then I went, screw it. I'm not wearing makeup. I'm not doing it. So, who do you like on Sunday? Are you getting into this game at all? I don't like watching the same game 4 years later, to be honest with you. And I don't want the Niners to win because I'm a Steeler fan, and I don't want them to have 6 Super Bowls.
Right. I think that you could be in a good shape, though, because 15 is still the quarterback for the Chiefs, and their defense is way underrated. So I got relationships with many 49ers, and so love those guys. But I'm just like, man, I just don't feel like I can go against Patrick Mahomes and that defense.
So what have you been doing since you played?
Well, you know what? When I retired, I ended up having some great relationships, and I started partnering with the Stand Together Foundation, and it's about 800 of some of the most successful businessmen, women, and philanthropic leaders in the country, and they help tackle some of the country's biggest issues. And one of them that I wanted to jump fully on was criminal justice, especially in the juvenile. And they created Cafe Momentum as a foundation.
I know the Cafe Momentum. Who did I have on yesterday? Was it Dahani?
Oh, Dahani Jones? Yeah.
So he told me to come over there and party with it. That's a great foundation.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. So I met Chad Hauser about 5 years ago, and they explained to me what they were doing, bringing these kids. Recidivism means they're going back to prison.
Right.
That's about 45-50% in most of the countries. And there's the kids that go through them, it's 11%. I said, Chad, let's put one in every NFL city.
Can you hang out for a minute while we take a break? And you got to run yet?
I do have to run.
Oh, you have to run?
But it's good. But we'll stay a little bit longer.
Well, listen. Oh, that would be great. So he has to run, but if we can get him for just a minute or two on the other side, then we'll be able to. I want to ask him about some stuff. I know you've done stuff with the Maxwell Club. We work with the Maxwell Club.
That's right. Yeah.
Rich Sermonello is my guy. It's Shaun Alexander on Pharrell Coast to Coast. All right, Shaun Alexander with us. The Cafe Momentum is off to my left here at the Super Bowl. It's really cool. Create change for youth justice. I think it's really awesome, badass what you're doing for kids. You started out in one city. Now you're expanding all over the country. Your plan is to eventually get it every NFL city.
Yeah, because, like we were saying, the recidivism is at 11%. So that means if we actually put a Cafe Momentum in your city, there's a great chance that the kids that do things, even things that probably should have some punishment.
Stupid.
Yeah. But who really wants to be judged for the rest of their life for something they did
for a mistake?
15, 16, or 17. Like, even if it was done on purpose, you're like, man, we can't throw these kids
away. So
they
used to ruin kids' lives, and now you're trying to change that, which is what's really specific about it. It's cool. All right, you made a mistake. We're going to give you another chance to get your act together and get your life straight. And we're going to help you, and you either take that help or you are a moron.
And we found out that majority of the kids
turn it around
and all over the country say, yes, I want to take the second chance.
What has it been like for you to work with those kids and to see it firsthand? Because here you were a college star and an amazing NFL star, celebrity, and then you see these kids with the real struggle in life.
Well, some of those kids, I understand their story. My family's big. My mom had 6 sisters and 1 brother, 30-something first cousins. So we had cousins that did a little bit of everything. Yeah, you had cousins that were doing things inappropriate, and then you had but I have cousins that were doctors, and I have cousins that were not.
Trouble.
And so
ones that made it and ones that didn't.
I would say that I wouldn't want anybody to be thrown away from some bad decisions. And so I got to see a lot of family in those kids, and we've seen some great success.
What does it mean to you to have the Freshman of the Year Maxwell Award named after you, and then to see the kid Downs at Bama get it?
Yeah, you know, it's been so sweet. Like, so it's been named to me for 6 years now. So Trevor Lawrence was the first one, and then you get Kenny Gaineswell, Will Anderson, Brock Bowers, who I just saw earlier, and then Drake May, and now Caleb Downs. It's been really sweet. Like, you know, it's really cool. You know, I try to say it without blushing too much. If you're the best player in college football, you win the Heisman. If you're the best freshman, you win the Alexander.
It's really cool, though.
Yeah,
and I work with Rich Sermonello in the Maxwell Club.
Yeah, I saw Rich earlier.
He's been trying to get me to vote on all these awards and trying to keep me busy, but he does the show every week. I did the Rose Bowl with him.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, man, Maxwell's got a great team around them. And so this year we're doing the big banquet March the 7th or 8th at the College Football Hall of Fame. And so it's going to be fun to see all these college kids because eventually they'll be, so, you know, I just said Brock Bowers and Drake May.
Right.
They'll both be drafted, hopefully top 10 this year.
So, yeah, I mean, Brock Bowers, he won it, and then he's doing so well. I saw him buy a $300,000 sports car. Before he even signs the deal, he's buying $300,000 sports cars. Somebody's got to slap that kid upside the head. Send me to do it. I'll do it. Listen, Shaun, I love you.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you for doing the show. Congrats on everything. I think it's great what you're doing, the work you're doing in the community. I know you're going over to SportsGrid to do some more interviews.
Yeah, I'm getting down. Yeah.
So tell them when you're over there that guy down there is crazier than all of you. He's more fun than all of you.
Yeah, that's
tell
what I'll do. But that's true, though.
Say, Pharrell's cooler than all you people. This is boring. Tell him that.
I won't beat him up too bad, but
Dude,
it'd be great, man.
Thanks for doing the show. I appreciate it. Did you get a picture, Coffee? You got to get a picture quick. You got to get a quick picture. He's going to get it right here, and that's my man, Coffee. He's going to get it done. And we do it right when we're on the air live. Look who it is. Shaun Alexander, styling, my man.
Excellent,
Thanks,
brother.
dude. I appreciate it. I love you. God bless.